Hey friends, my composite chart course comes out January 20th. Sign up at the link below. We're going to be having a lot of fun looking at some contemporary and classic couples. And we learn a lot. We laugh a lot in these courses. So join me if you're interested. And let's talk about the opposition between Mercury and Saturn in a composite chart today. This is a pretty serious aspect to see because it indicates a lot of disagreements. Because the two people have very different opinions about things, and these are opinions about things that we think that we know. The empirical things that are going on in our heads, so what we've been through, what we can point to and say, no, that's reality. We have a very different idea of what that looks like. So we do not respect each other's opinions. That's often the problem with this opposition. We can think that the other person is an idiot, that is, they're uneducated, that the facts that they are finding or their sources of information are false or stupid. And we can often communicate that to each other. We can make each other feel stupid. That is not healthy in any kind of relationship because it can lead us to stop communicating altogether. And that's a risk with this opposition, that instead of running into as much conflict and feeling as wrong as we do, we could just choose not to share our opinions and to go silent. So we can have a growing division and a growing silence, a growing lack of sharing that is sometimes we can't come back from as a couple. And if this is in a parent-child relationship, we can find that we don't talk with our adult child, or that our adult child doesn't ever want to have any real conversations with us. So we have to learn to respect the other person's point of view and communicate that to the other person. That, hey, you know what, I don't agree with that, I don't really see things that way, but I respect that you do. And I want to hear what it is that you think. And if we can ask questions, if we can be humble enough to talk about the things that we don't agree about instead of just say, that's wrong, let's move on, then we can end up feeling like the other person has given us the audience and the time that we deserve. Now, we may not adopt each other's opinions. We may not decide that the other person is right. But there is a deference that we have to learn to give to the other person's opinion. And once in a while, maybe we will be educated. Maybe we will learn something. But with this opposition, what we're doing a lot is we're talking about our differences, and we're talking about communicating about our differences in life experience, our differences of opinion. So we have to be curious enough and humble enough and teachable enough to continue to talk and to ask questions, to allow the other person to explain before just shutting each other down. And then we decide to shut down ourselves. That's a real risk here. So we don't plan together very well with this opposition. We're going to have to do a lot of back and forth when it comes to seeing what the one person's opinion is and seeing what the other person thinks of that. And the ultimate risk is not talking, but I think if we're handling this right, we're talking more because we are making an effort. That's what Saturn is. Working, making an effort to understand what the other person is talking about and what their set of facts looks like. So if you're handling it well, there's more conversation than average. If you're not handling it well, we both just tend to go mute. And then over the course of time, we just don't communicate. Okay, I know that was a positive one. So join me January 20th if you guys are interested in my composite chart course. We're going to be having lots of fun and laughing a lot, and the link is below. And I will be back super soon with more super cool videos.